I kind of was laughing in my head, but he was like, I don't think there's a difference between a month off or 3 years off. And I was thinking like, like, whatever, you know. I was like, okay, but he was right, you know. He looks like he's been out for 4 weeks, so just shows you his, you know, his story. Everyone's seen it, I guess. But yeah, how hard he's worked, and it just shows you if you're good at hockey, you're good at hockey. You know, you can come back, and he's one of our best players out there. It's amazing, and we missed him.
The moment after he scored, he comes back to the bench, and you gave him like a bear hug. Like, just what does it mean to you as friends, right? As teammates, as guys who've been through so much, to see him do this?
Yeah, like we're very close. I'm at his house almost every day. You know, so it was just kind of more than just a playoff goal. I think it was a life goal, or you know, it meant a lot to all of us for him to score a goal. You know, and then had an assist, and it was just awesome out there. So, but yeah, it just meant it means a ton to us for him to score that goal at home. That was so cool.
How does it change your team, Nate? I mean, if he's back to whatever version that we're seeing right now, and his line was going tonight, I mean, what does it do for your team?
Yeah, I thought Nelly was unreal tonight. You know, he was flying. That was his best game by far, obviously. And yeah, with a healthy Landy, just in the room, you know, had a great little talk after the game. It's just there's only one Gabe Landeskog in the world, you know, that kind of person and player. So we missed him. There's a big hole in our room for 3 years, and it's nice to have him back, and it means the world to all of us.
Yesterday,
Thanks, Dave.
You were asked about the response with the 2 days off, and you said, we'll see tomorrow. How happy are you with the way the team responded?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you know, 1 day off, you know, I think we're playing Monday, I don't even know, but probably. So we got to refocus and hopefully come back here with a 3-2 lead and a chance to close out the series at home. So it's going to be a hell of a game, next game. But yeah, great response, and I thought every single guy played their tail off tonight.
Where did you see the game start?
The short-handed goal, I guess, just for you. It's kind of your bread and butter here in your careers. What was that? What did you see on that one?
Yeah, I saw the puck spit out and felt like I could maybe battle it there, and was fortunate enough to poke it by, and saw an opportunity there on the short side, and just figured I'd give it a rip and see what happens. So it was nice to get that started. I felt really bad after taking the penalty early. Felt like we were rolling pretty good, and then I took the penalty, and I was worried that it would like suck the wind out of us a little bit, so I felt like I had to make up for it a bit there.
What was that moment like for the team seeing Gabe score that goal?
Yeah, that's one where you, like, I just like took a moment on the bench, which normally you don't do in like a playoff atmosphere type thing. I think all of us just sort of like took it in, and how like unique and special it was, knowing the road we've seen him be on, the doubts I'm sure he's had, the obstacles he's faced, and the perseverance as a leader and a person. To see him come out with that goal was pretty remarkable, and I think that's something we're all going to look back on and remember, and just showcases what hard work does and perseverance, and who he is as a person to come back and be as strong as he has been through 2 games.
Logan, you tie the series with a dominating performance. What does this game say about the team, or what can you say about the team's response as a whole in this one?
Absolutely, it was huge. I think we put the last 2 games aside and learned from them, dissected them. Felt like we weren't that far off from where we wanted our game to be at, and made some tweaks. And I thought tonight we executed our game plan extremely well. I feel like that's the template for success for us, and now it's on us to make it repeatable and try and do the same thing in an away environment now.
To have such a complete game, how much confidence does it give you as the series shifts back to Dallas?
For sure, yeah. I think there was never doubt within the locker room, but I'm sure some people thought which we did throw away those 2 games, but I'm sure some people maybe counted us out a little bit. And the guys within the locker room rallied together. Like I said, we're a perseverant group in here. We've gone through a lot of obstacles throughout the year, ups and downs, and I feel as though we play to our identity tonight. And when we do that, it's extremely hard for teams to skate with us for a full 60 minutes.
Penalty kill looked great tonight. I talked to Nolan Brad after the first period and after those great kills, and he said there was a point of emphasis and a goal that you all had set to not give up a power play goal in this game since you had so far in the series. What was that conversation like?
Yeah, just trust our instincts and skate on more pucks. I think that's the biggest thing, is when you take away time and space from the power play, it becomes more difficult to make plays. And you can maybe anticipate things a little easier when everyone knows they're on the same page and in sync. And it starts with the rush coverage and then jumping on pucks in the D zone. And then when we need to save, Blackie was obviously there for us all night in the kill as well.
Where did you see the biggest difference in opening up the offensive side of the game tonight?
I think we were just more willing to skate with the puck and support each other closely. I think that was the biggest thing, is we had really close-knit support, and that led to more ozone time. Our D-men were really active in the play, finding passing lanes extremely well, and I think all those things sort of catapulted us into more offensive zone time and offensive chances.
Thanks.
You don't really care about it. You just want to win the game. It's more just a individual accolade, but I mean, it doesn't really mean that much. It's more just winning the next game.
What does a shutout like that do for momentum going into the next game? Does that?
I think every game's different. So I mean, obviously it's good to feel good and all, but every game's different, and you got to come ready to go. Every game's a new start.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but OC was saying that after Gabe scored that goal, he kind of took a moment on the bench just to take in the atmosphere. Did you do anything similar? Or what was it like for you to see that?
I just heard him cheering on Randy, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Thanks, Mackenzie. Appreciate it.